Oh, hello, 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 hello.
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 Hello. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's episode. This is a podcast called The One with the Talking. And I am Abby, the one that does the talking. And here's my host.
My name is Manuel.
Say it
Hi.
nicely. Oh, wait, say it nicely.
My name is Emmanuel. Hi.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to be here. It's been a while, but we're here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is what's important. So, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about basically what's going on around the world. Emmanuel, can you give a guess of what's going on around the world now?
This around the world is bad. Coronavirus is bad, very, very bad. So we need to help ourselves be washing our hands.
Okay, wait, don't get ahead of yourself, okay? Yeah, so COVID-19, coronavirus, is popularly known as COVID-19, is simply something that has affected the whole world. And it's simply a time for us to hold hands and ensure that we're all taking care of ourselves and taking care of those that are around us. So it's been a challenge. In the beginning, when this first started, I mean, it was not to say that it was far away, but it's one thing, because it has started by affecting those bigger countries. I think later on is when it came to Africa, right?
Yes.
Are you sure? Well, you're just saying yes.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm very sure.
Okay, yeah. So we were watching, seeing what was happening there, and particularly for Zambia, it did come in not later, but later than other countries. So watching it affect others is one thing, and actually experiencing it or beginning to experience it is quite another thing. So I think, like the title has mentioned, we're talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly in relation to what has happened. So I think first and foremost, it's very, very, very sad, and it has affected all of us, and it's simply a wake-up call for all of us in the world. Yes, what do you mean without you? It's also a wake-up call for you.
But I'm not infected.
No, I'm not saying you're infected, Emmanuel. I'm saying it's a wake-up call.
All right.
Meaning it's reminding us to take care, because part of the rules or the guidelines that have been provided by the relevant authorities are that we should first and foremost stay at home and keep ourselves isolated, practice self-isolation. And so that in itself is a challenge, because then now schools have had to close down, businesses have had to close down, people have, it's affected us in so many ways, and we might actually feel the ripple effects of this maybe long after it has all gone away.
Amen.
Amen, Futi. Yeah, so it's a very serious matter. Like, all of us are aware of this, surely. And this is just a wake-up call to all of us, and a reminder for us to take care, first and foremost, of ourselves. Because if I take care of myself, it means I have
just be taking yourself.
Yes, and then it also means that the neighbor I've protected my neighbor also. I can't infect my neighbor. Yeah, so stay at home, guys. It's very important. And also keep clean. If you have to leave the house, only leave the house when you really, really, really have to. Okay? When you don't really have to, stay home. So that's one of like the really bad, or the ugly actually, of the this pandemic that has hit us. Also, I have a question, guys. Is it pandemic or epidemic? Who can tell me like the difference between the two? That's just the curious. And I know, but yeah. It's I'm asking so that I can learn from you guys, so that we can learn.
Yes.
Then Emmanuel, the next time will come and tell us what the difference is based on what our listeners have said, right?
Yes. Good.
Yes. So besides that, there's also the issue of businesses having to shut down. people losing employment, and then this just increases the employment levels, and also increases the rate of crime somehow, because then now people are coming to a place where there's no money, it's quite difficult. However, we will get through this, and I know many people in this point in time are really asking, why would God let something happen like this? Why is this happening? And so for me, my reassurance is simply that trials and tribulations happen to us all, and this is something that we're going to get through together. We can't get through this divided, we can't get through this divided. We got to stick together. So then we have one of the plus sides of this is families getting together, right? Families are getting stronger, are connecting more, which I believe is a good thing. Don't you? Emma, what do you think?
We need to pray more.
I'm talking about families being together. You are talking about praying more.
Yes.
What are you saying about families being together? What do you have to say?
Family being together.
Yes, like us. What has happened in this house ever since Corona started?
Someone is just been having a headache.
No, Emmanuel. I mean, as a family, are we close? Are we far away from each other? What's going on?
We're just fine. We're just okay. Everyone is making some spaces to sit. Everyone having some spaces.
What about family time?
Family time is nice to have some Bible study. That side is nice. So
what else? What else have we done as a family?
To eat on the table together is nice.
What else?
Having fun with the family.
The what?
That's all.
Yes, so this is probably like one of the positives, one of the plus sides, which is the good part of it. We are able to bond as a family, and it's been a beautiful experience in that regard. It's allowed people to not really have the excuse of busyness, like, school, work, or whatever it is, appointments and all that, and simply just focus on getting to know one another and strengthening our bond as a family. For us, we've had I think we used to do this way back, sitting at the table and eating together, but then life happens, and along the way we lost that. So COVID-19 brought us back together, because now everyone's home, and it becomes an issue because you don't want people eating. One wants to eat at this time, the other wants to eat at that time, and Emmanuel. Yeah, so this has actually helped us in that regard. Yeah, besides that also is family time. We just get to play games. We've played lots of games. Our family has always naturally been
playing games.
About games, board games specifically. All these guys like to play cards also, but that's not me. So there's that as well. We've reignited that passion for games, and it just it's fun. You get to laugh together. You get to laugh together and just have fun. So that's the good part. And also another positive side of this is I've gotten to rediscover myself as an individual. Okay, reevaluate myself. There's certain things that I wouldn't have discovered, honestly, if it wasn't for this time, because then I'm looking at myself and trying to track myself and seeing where am I as a person now? How far have I gone? What did I do? What did I not do? And yeah, it also helps me, I think, with Emmanuel, who's my nephew, my son anyway, my nephew. We have learned to even sharpen his skills school-wise, right?
Yes.
So it gives us a time to catch up with school. But guys, one of the bad, so we talked about the good, we talked about the ugly, now the bad, because then it's not good, but it's not bad. But guys, it's hard. Now I get why we have to go to school to learn. Honestly, in my discovering myself, I found that homeschool is not for me. Like online, it's fun and all that, but I need to get to school. I need to leave the house. I need to be in a whole separate environment for me to learn. So it's not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either. Because again, I love being indoors. So for me, What about for you? No, Emmanuel likes going outside. He loves outdoors.
I like outside, but not too much. Yes, I don't like outside when I'm alone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have battles with Emmanuel Chance over staying in the house because he wants to go outside all the time.
No, I stay in the house every time.
It's not even the time for this
life. It's the time to do that thing. I can stay in the house.
Oh boy. Okay, so that's simply that. The good, the bad, and the ugly of this COVID-19. What tips do you guys have? What have you learned so far? What lessons have you learned? I know I haven't covered everything, but that's pretty much some of the lessons that we've learned from COVID-19 and are yet to learn. Please use this time wisely. Focus on yourself. Pay attention to those close to us, and remember to be aware of the symptoms, right? And so that way you're able to say, okay, no, things are not okay. Perhaps let me go to the clinic and stay at home, not only for yourselves, but also for the frontliners, the people who are going to the hospital and taking care of us, okay? Because they are risking their lives every single day to go and take care of us, right?
Amen.
Not amen, yes.
Yes.
So that's that, ladies and gentlemen. And also, Emmanuel's going to do a special shout out to Kenneth. Yes, who's I know all of us are very good. We follow the podcast so much. However, Kenneth has been a faithful follower, and so this shout out is for Kenneth from Emmanuel. So what are you going to say to Kenneth? What do you want to say?
Kenneth, you're a great
boy. Emmanuel,
you're a great boy.
But that's a man.
Oh, yeah.
You are supposed to be saying Uncle Kenneth.
Oh, Uncle Kenneth, you're a great person. So you're a good person. I love you.
Yeah. So yes.
And
we're gonna do that every week. Gonna have a shout out section, Shout out the one who's been following closely, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's thank you so much for listening. Let us know what lessons you have learned, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and remember to stay home, stay safe,
and wash your hands.
And put on that mask.
And
otherwise safe. Uncle Bowman is going to go and get you off and make you go and wear a mask. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That's from us. Until our next episode. This is us signing off. Remember to follow our page on Facebook, the one with the talking. And do hit us up. On Twitter, you can hit me up on my personal handle, which is Abia Girly, as well as Instagram.
Amen.
And we'll be sure to get in touch with you. Let us know what else you want, what content you want us to share. What if you want to share, if you want to be part of us, we are very much welcoming. So do let us know. And thank you so much. Today we tried something new. We did this episode live, which is a new thing. So we might actually just do this often. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a blessed weekend ahead. And remember, we love you.
We love you too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.